Today we're talking about trends in our home for 2024. Okay, we're getting right into the thick of things. We are seeing the Cincinnati Home and Garden Show in full effect, and we're all getting just a little bit excited about spring around here. I know I am so excited to see some more blue skies, and I'm also thinking about, okay, is it time to take a vacation soon? Anyway, trends for 2024. We're starting in the kitchen. We talked a little bit about trends being, we're going from white on white on white kitchens to bringing in such a dark color as black or a really dark brown to our cabinetry. Black kitchens, hashtag black kitchens is a big deal online right now. Another item that you're seeing a lot, and I've seen this for quite some time in a lot of the Homerama homes and in people's homes that I go visit each and every week. And I probably go visit, a half a dozen homes each and every week. And so I talk to homeowners about what they can do to get their home ready to sell. And oftentimes, homeowners who are getting ready to sell don't have a ton of money. Most of the time they want to spend the least amount of money to get the most from their house. They want to get the highest price possible. So that's where I come in. I can come in, we'll schedule an appointment, we'll spend about an hour together. And I will give you the best advice that I can to get you in the best position to sell your home. And it's interesting because over the course of the last couple of years, real estate has changed so dramatically. And if you haven't been listening, or you haven't paid attention, or you haven't sold a home in the last 10 years, things are definitely different today. And the thought process by listing your house, that whole thought process has changed. And having an expert on your side to help you sell your home for the highest price possible is so extremely important. So one of those specialties that I'm seeing in a lot of homes that make really a lot of great sense is a beverage center. A beverage center is an area in our kitchen that is completely designated for our coffee, maybe our pops, waters, juice boxes for the kids where they can come grab it. Maybe your beverage center has a small refrigerator. It could be, and it usually is, the area in our home that used to have a little desk. So when homes were built 20, 30, 40 years ago, the builders were building in little mini desks in our kitchen. Well, those desks and that counter space has unbelievably been just a catch-all for your junk. It's a place to drop your mail. It's a place to maybe charge your phone. All of those kinds of things. But if you want to do something special in your home that suits your needs or the potential needs of a buyer that's out there looking, create a little beverage center in your kitchen. Take that desk, remove all the clutter, all the junk, and go ahead and move maybe your coffee maker. Maybe you have smoothies every morning and you want to have your smoothie machine on that area. Maybe again you have some wine or some beverages, that evening glass of wine to help you wind down. I'm not endorsing drinking every day. Just get that right out there. But you may want an area of your home. If you don't have a bar situation, maybe that's going to be your little makeshift bar area. You can make it really, really cool. So a beverage center is an area in your kitchen that is specifically designed for whatever you like to drink on the go. A place that is all organized, and then maybe you will have a station for your electronics as well. Because we all have to plug in our phones, maybe our tablets. Maybe our tablet controls our entire home. From your tablet, can you turn on your lights or turn up your heat or open and close your garage door? I don't know. But there's so much with home electronics that you can do. So this specialized place in your kitchen, the hub of the home, could be for that purpose. So I think that honestly, the world is your oyster when it comes to getting your home ready to sell, or just living in your home in a way that makes sense. And we're constantly updating. And so the next thing I'd want to talk about, as we're talking about what's hot and what's not for 2024, let's talk about wallpaper. Now, wallpaper has been a word. I think it's just one word, wallpaper. Yeah, wallpaper is just one word. But it's been a dirty word in the world of real estate for a really long time. Because 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, wallpaper would go up, and it was very specialized. Maybe it was a very large print. Maybe it wasn't put on the walls very well, so it was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare to get that wallpaper off of the walls. When young buyers go into homes and see wallpaper, honestly, it is a major, major turnoff, because most buyers understand the labor that it takes to take off wallpaper that's been on a wall for 20 or 30 years. There's a ton of labor. And it's not really fun as you're picking at each little strand of paper that comes off, and you're wetting I've spent many, many hours trying to take wallpaper off the wall, and it is not fun. It's kind of like, for me, and this is going to be gross, so if you're squeamish, I'm sorry, but it's like picking at a zit. Sometimes when you get started, you just can't stop. Does that make sense? So wallpaper has been a really, really bad word for a long time. Well, now wallpaper is coming back, and it's not the same, because there's been so many changes in the technology of wallpaper. When you are putting wallpaper up now, it can be just as easy as a self stick that will come off just as easily as it goes on. And if you're doing wallpaper that looks like some of the wallpapers in our the home shows, which I love, Homeorama. Homeorama is another great place to take a look at some of the greatest, newest, best trends. If you're seeing that, you have to touch it to know that it's not real. And what I'm talking about is wallpaper can be made to look like brick. It can be made to look like stone. Wallpaper can be made to look like just about any natural material or unnatural material, and you literally have to touch it to figure out if it's real or not. The 3D technology and whatever goes into it is really, really magnificent. So you're seeing a lot of home builders and decorators using wallpaper again for very specific surfaces. And so it may be something you want to consider to put in your kitchen. And I'm very, very cautious to talk about wallpaper, because I have, like I said, it's been one of those topics. It's been one of those design trends that were so hot, like when I was a kid. Let's say that was a long time ago. But at the same time, you want to understand that wallpaper today is not the same. But if you're planning to put up wallpaper, understand you're going to be doing it in a way that makes you happy, which is great, but it may not make our potential buyers happy. So if you put it up now, it may go out of date pretty quickly, and you may have to remove it before you sell your home. Just all these kinds of things we have to think about. My name's Michelle Sloan, and you are listening to the SloanSellsHomes.com open house. You know what? This is a special edition. You are hearing me, an hour early. You are hearing me for 90 minutes I'm going to jibber jabber. And it's really been, and it really is an honor for me to be on the radio with you each and every week, right here on 55 KRC. I love the opportunity because every week, pretty much every week, I hear from one of you, my listeners, who call and say, hey, who was that person that you had on? Who was the guest that you had talking about a new loan product, or something like that? Oh, I had a home inspector on last week, and Chris Haywood from Horizon Point Inspections, he's actually going to become a regular guest, and I'm pretty excited about that because he's got a lot of great information to share. And that's what this is all about. This is all about helping you make your home better. My name's Michelle Sloan. You're listening to the Sloan Sells Homes Open House right here on 55 KRC. Stay with me. I'll be back right after news.